At this precise turn of the season, a unique window opens. It is a moment where just 1 minute of pure presence can change the direction of your journey. Most will let it pass, caught in the noise of daily life, but a quiet few feel an inner calling during this time, a gentle pull from within, a knowing that says, "Now is the time." Your path led you here for a purpose. You are ready to listen, because at this juncture, the space around you becomes more resonant. Your words find deeper ground. Your thoughts take clearer form. And if you learn how to align with this flow, 60 seconds can redefine your foundation. From your well-being to your relationships, from your doubt to your clarity. This is not about fleeting motivation or simple advice. This is about disciplined timing. And the 1-minute practice you will learn is effective only because of the unique stillness this moment represents. You see, this is not just another passing day. It's a profound reset point as one cycle ends and a new one prepares to begin. Times of transition carry a deep potential for growth and inner realignment, a truth recognized by wise traditions for ages. But you cannot step onto a new path until you mindfully complete the last one. That moment of completion is now. Most people do not notice this. It is not marked on any calendar. You will not find it in common teachings. But those who observe the inner seasons, who study the ebb and flow of their own energy, recognize this as a quiet yet potent moment for change, and it requires only 1 minute to engage. In this video, you will learn a 1-minute spoken practice, a declaration to be made at this turning point. Its simplicity holds its strength. The words carry a certain frequency, and when spoken from a place of stillness, they ripple through your being and signal a new beginning. This is not just an idea. Natural laws confirm that your state of mind and spirit can alter your body's rhythm within 60 seconds. Your heart rate, your breath, your inner peace, everything responds. And when that inner shift aligns with a naturally potent moment like this one, transformation can arrive with surprising swiftness. You will also learn what to observe after this practice. Some feel an immediate sense of lightness. Others notice small, meaningful events aligning in their day, a clear answer that emerges from the quiet, a decision that suddenly feels grounded and true. You will hear more about this. But this is about more than the steps themselves. It's about learning how not to obstruct your own progress. That's why we will explore the common ways people interfere with their own inner work and how to remain centered. Because just as a path can open, it can also become overgrown if you are not mindful. We will also discuss how to nurture the new clarity throughout your day. The shift doesn't conclude when the minute is over. It only starts. And you must know how to protect and cultivate what you've awakened, so the benefits deepen long after the practice is done. If you remain with this message to the end, you will leave with a clear, step-by-step path to communicate with your deepest self when it is most receptive. You will learn a profound method few speak of, and you will understand why this single minute, right now, can hold more influence than hours of effort on any other day. This is for those who are ready, those who hear the quiet call, those who know that life is more than mere habit and chance. You are about to engage in something transformative, not loud or dramatic, but profoundly still. Welcome to this space, where every insight is shared to support your journey. If you feel connected to this path, subscribe now, so you never miss these moments of deep alignment. Because when the window opens, only those who are present can walk through. And right now, this is your window. This time we find ourselves in is not simply another moment. It holds a particular quality, one that marks a pivotal point in a cycle, the quiet grounding before a new season of growth. The number 4, in ancient wisdom, often symbolizes foundation, stability, and structure. It represents a gateway, a point of reset, a place to check your footing before you cross into a new chapter of awareness. This moment carries that same power. An ending is never merely about closure, it is about choice. This time becomes your powerful opportunity to either carry old patterns forward or to release them and step onto higher ground. Most people unconsciously pull their burdens, their doubts, regrets, and habits into the next cycle. But this day offers a pause, a small gap in time where you can prevent that from happening. It is also directly tied to what comes next. The cycles of growth build upon each other. Many feel the peak of a season's energy, but few understand that the real work begins in the quiet preparation. This moment is the key that turns the lock. If you pass through it with awareness, the coming cycle doesn't just happen to you. You use it to elevate every part of your life. See this time as your inner wisdom asking a single question. Are you ready to let go of the weight that no longer serves your journey? This question is not posed in words. It arrives in the events, thoughts, and feelings that surface today. You might feel a certain restlessness. You may see old habits try to re-emerge. Or you may feel an undeniable pull to do something different, something you can't fully explain. That is not random. It is your inner landscape shifting. There is also a deeper current moving through us all. Every cycle's turning point affects more than just one person. It resonates with all who are attuned to these natural rhythms. This means you are not the only one feeling this. People everywhere are quietly stepping into reflection, decision, and growth. And when enough of us do this in harmony, it deepens the clarity of the shift. You become a part of something greater than just yourself. This day is your crucial opportunity to pour new strength into your foundation. If that foundation is rooted in confusion, fear, or attachment, then the structure you build upon it will be unstable. But if you use this moment to reset, even briefly, you create the space for new paths to emerge, paths of clarity, resilience, and forward movement. And all that is required is presence. Just one honest minute where you align your inner state and speak your intention, and the journey begins anew. 1 minute may not feel like enough time, but the truth is, your entire state of being can be recalibrated in just 60 seconds. That is all it takes. In that small window, your body, mind, and spirit will respond if you guide them with focus. This is not just a spiritual idea, it reflects a natural law. When you enter a state of calm, centered presence, even for a moment, profound changes occur. Your heart rate stabilizes, your breathing slows, and your mind settles. The signals of stress recede. The nervous system finds its balance. And in that stillness, something transformative happens. You become coherent. This inner coherence is like a clear signal, a steady, centered resonance that connects your inner world with the outer. 1 minute of true coherence can have more impact than hours of distracted thinking. The flow of life does not respond to anxious effort. It responds to your state of being. When your thoughts, your breath, and your body align, even briefly, you send a clear intention into the world. That intention, once established, begins to shape what returns to you. You may not see the result instantly, but the realignment starts immediately. You have surely felt this before, a single moment where you paused, took a deep breath, and sensed something settle inside you. That was not a chance event. That was your inner world aligning with your conscious awareness. The power is not in the words you say, but in the stillness from which you say them. 1 minute of aligned being carries more weight than an entire day of unconscious striving. This is why practices of stillness, be it reflection, prayer, or spoken intention, are so effective. When you still your body and center your awareness, your inner world becomes like a clear, calm lake. It reflects precisely what you choose to see, and in 1 minute, that lake can be cleansed of ripples and focused on a new reflection. The process is quiet, but its effects are profound. Your body does not need hours to understand safety or alignment. Your cells respond instantly to your inner state. Your heart, in particular, has a powerful role. It generates an electromagnetic field of its own. When your heart is in a coherent rhythm, it synchronizes with your mind. That harmony sends a wave of calm through your entire system, activating clarity, healing, and a new sense of direction. This is why 1 focused minute, practiced with full awareness, can reset everything. It is like a gentle but firm declaration that says, I choose a new path. You interrupt the momentum of worry or confusion. You send a new instruction to your entire being, and life responds. Not because you are louder or busier, but because you are clear. The moment you enter that stillness, the change has already begun. There is a specific way to honor the stillness of this time. It requires neither a long ceremony nor complex rituals, but it does demand your complete presence. This practice works because of its profound simplicity. When performed correctly, it sends a clear message into your very being that something new is taking root and that you are ready to nurture it. First, find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Silence is essential, even for just a minute. That quiet creates a clear space for your intention to be established. Put aside your phone. Step away from any distractions. Allow your body to soften. Take several slow, deep breaths. Let your world slow down with you. You do not need to force anything. Simply become still and aware of your own presence. Once you feel settled, you will begin the spoken part of the practice. Say the following phrase out loud with a calm and clear voice. With this stillness, I release what is behind me. I open to the path before me. Speak these words with conviction. Do not hurry. Feel them as they are spoken. Each syllable carries a vibration, and that vibration resonates within your own being and the space around you. Allow the sound to settle. Now, gently begin to visualize a warm, clear light emanating from your own heart center. Picture it in your mind's eye. Feel it expanding in your chest. It starts from your core and slowly moves outward, spreading a feeling of warmth and clarity. This light is your own awareness, wisdom, and inner strength. Allow it to flow through every part of you. Let it move into any areas where tension or doubt have taken hold. You do not need to push it. Simply allow it to be. Let this inner awareness do the work of cleansing. As this light flows, feel any old burdens release, any lingering fear, self-doubt, or regret. Allow them to dissolve. Let them fall away like a heavy coat you no longer need. You are not the person who carried those burdens. You are stepping into a state that is lighter, clearer, more aligned with your truest self. Remain in that feeling. Let the clear light fill every part of your being. Then, when you feel complete, speak the second phrase. It is done. I walk forward with clarity. This is your moment of confirmation. It is a quiet declaration to your innermost self. You are not asking for permission. You are stating your new reality. This phrase anchors the shift. Say it just once. Say it with quiet confidence. Feel its truth land, and allow the silence that follows to hold that truth. This whole process might take less than a minute, but its impact within you is not measured by time. You will feel it right away. Something subtle, yet strong. A quiet sense of knowing that something has moved, that your inner state is now different. The practice is complete. The path has been cleared. You have set your new course, and your journey will now begin to align accordingly. Once the practice is complete, you may begin to notice subtle shifts almost at once. It often starts with a quiet lightness in your body, a gentle feeling that a weight has been lifted, even if you did not consciously feel it before. Your breath may feel more natural. Your posture may feel more open. It is as if an inner space has been cleared for you. Though nothing on the outside has changed, some describe this as a deep calm. Not the kind of feeling that floods you, but one that settles gently upon you like a soft blanket. A quiet smile might appear on your face for no reason. A shift in your emotional landscape. Things that felt stressful or heavy just hours earlier may now feel less significant, more distant. You may even find that the usual chatter in your mind has quieted down. That stillness is not emptiness. It is alignment. With this calm comes clarity. A decision you have struggled with might now feel obvious. You may suddenly know, without needing to think, what your very next step should be. That clarity does not shout, it whispers. But its voice is steady, it is unwavering, and it often feels as though a missing piece has simply returned to you. You did not find it. It found you, because you made room for it. As the day proceeds, pay attention to how your path unfolds. You may start to notice small, meaningful patterns. A number that reappears. A word you needed to hear in a passing conversation. The lyric of a song, that carries a specific message for you. These are not mere chances. They are echoes. Life speaks in subtle reflections. And once your awareness is attuned, you can hear these echoes more clearly. Perhaps you receive a message from someone you were just considering, or an old acquaintance reappears in your life. Sometimes, the signs come in the form of perfect timing, a phone call, an invitation, or a conversation that arrives at just the right moment. These are not coincidences. They are part of the new alignment that begins when you choose a new path. Some changes will occur within you rather than outside of you. You might find you no longer react to things that disturbed you just yesterday. You may discover more patience in your own voice, more understanding in your responses. That is because your inner state has changed. And as your inner world shifts, your experience of the outer world must also shift with it. Not all signs will be loud or dramatic. Some will be so quiet that they are easy to miss. A sudden desire to walk a different road, an impulse to say no to something you once thought was important, a single thought that returns to you with newfound clarity. These are gentle nudges from your own inner wisdom. They guide you softly but surely toward what is right for you now. Everything starts to move the moment you align yourself. The world around you responds to your inner choice. And while you may not see the full destination immediately, you will feel the difference in your very next step. That feeling is real, and it is the proof that the new journey has already begun. There is a reason only some people find profound and lasting change from these moments of intention. It is not because the practice is ineffective. It is because of the state of mind with which it is approached. The opportunity within this moment is real. The window is open, but it is your own inner attitude that determines whether you walk through it or simply stand beside it. One of the most common hindrances is rushing through the practice. Some approach it as a task to be checked off before moving to the next thing, but this is not an item on a list. It is an act of deep alignment with yourself. If you hurry, you miss the essence. You can say all the right words, but if your mind is already on what comes next, the clarity is lost. The laws of nature do not respond to speed. They respond to presence. Being fully present, even for just 60 seconds, is what allows real change to take root. Another hindrance is speaking the words without intention. Uttering them with skepticism, doubt, or as a mere experiment will create an inner resistance. The words are a guide, but the power comes from the stillness behind them. When spoken without sincerity, your energy becomes fragmented. Your inner self registers your state of being before it registers your words. If your words say, "I am open," but your heart feels, "I am closed," then nothing can open. You do not need to force belief, but you do need a measure of honest willingness. That small opening of willingness is enough for something real to enter. It is far better to speak one phrase with genuine intention than to speak for 10 minutes with a divided heart. The power is not in the duration. It is in the depth. Overthinking is another trap that pulls you out of alignment. Some people complete the practice and then immediately begin to analyze it. Did I do it perfectly? Was that powerful enough? Why didn't I feel a jolt of energy? This kind of mental chatter obstructs the very flow you have just invited in. The shift is often quiet. It unfolds in layers. Overthinking creates resistance and can close down the very clarity that is trying to surface. You do not need to understand every detail of the process. You only need to be with it. The heart does not require proof. It recognizes truth and alignment when it feels them. Let the practice be what it is. A moment of stillness, a breath, a reset. Let go of any pressure to manage the result. The natural flow of life responds to relaxed certainty, not anxious effort. Do not treat this like a task you must perfect. Treat it as a conversation with your truest self. Speak with intention. Feel the subtle shift. Then let it be. Allow it to move. Let it settle. The more you can trust the quiet process, the more the process can work through you. Your alignment responds not just to what you do, but to how you are. Remain in a state of quiet presence, and the path remains clear. After this practice, Your energy is in a clear and receptive state, open, balanced, and deeply centered. This state must be protected. The shift you initiated in that single minute is still integrating. It is moving through your thoughts, your feelings, and your body. How you conduct yourself for the rest of the day will either help anchor that new alignment or allow it to fade. Begin by moving with deliberation. Allow your body's pace to mirror the inner calm you have just cultivated. There is no need to rush into your next task or conversation. Even with a full day, you can carry a quiet strength with you. Be mindful of how you walk, how you speak, and how you listen. You are not the same person you were just minutes ago. Your system is more settled now. Let it remain that way. Avoid chaotic energies where you can. The outside world will continue to be loud, but you do not have to absorb its noise. Keep a healthy distance from complaint, negativity, or draining interactions. These may seem like small things, but they can disturb your inner balance. Even watching agitating news or being in a place of constant conflict can disrupt the centeredness you just established. You are not hiding from reality. You are protecting the inner state that allows you to shape it. Drinking water after the practice can help integrate the shift into your body. Water carries a subtle energy. As you take your first sip, you can hold the glass and silently acknowledge, "This nurtures my new path." Then drink with awareness. Allow that simple intention to be carried into your cells. Let the water help ground the new balance throughout your system. Throughout the day, return to the feeling you had during the practice, even just for a few seconds. Place a hand on your heart. Take one conscious breath and remember the feeling of, "It is done." You do not need to repeat the practice. You only need to reconnect with the feeling of alignment. That reconnection allows the new state to become more familiar to your body. The more you reconnect, the more it becomes your new baseline. As evening approaches, keep your mind clear. Do not overstimulate yourself before sleep. Avoid intense media, endless scrolling, or filling your space with distracting noise. Your deeper mind is now more receptive than usual. What you feed it before you rest is important. Before you close your eyes, you might place a hand on your heart and quietly affirm, "I trust this quiet work." You do not need immediate proof or loud signs. Your task now is simply to trust that the seed has been planted. Allow your rest to be guided by that stillness. Let your body heal, knowing it has already begun its transformation. Nothing forced, nothing loud, just a quiet power settling into your field. The alignment remains active even as you sleep. And when you awaken, you will feel that something has indeed changed. Even if you cannot yet name it, the new journey begins in stillness, and it remains strong when it is protected. Let this new state settle fully into your life. Let it take root. Let it be. The true effects begin to show themselves in the 24 to 72 hours following the practice. This is when the inner shift you made begins to express itself in your life, sometimes in unexpected ways. At times, the changes will be gentle. Other times, it may feel as though something inside or around you has moved significantly. But the movement always has a purpose. It is the life you are calling forward, responding to your new state of being. One of the first things people often notice is a change in their dreams. You may dream more clearly than usual. Some dreams might feel symbolic or contain lessons, featuring people or places from your past. Others may carry a distinct message that stays with you after you wake. These are not random images. They are a sign of your subconscious mind reorganizing itself. Change does not always communicate in words. It often uses symbols, colors, or memories you have not recalled in years. You might also hear from someone you had not expected. A person you have not spoken to for a long time might suddenly get in touch, or an important figure from your past may reappear with a question or a message. There is no need to overanalyze this. Simply observe. These re-connections often act as a mirror. They show you something you have already healed, something you have outgrown, or something that is now ready for peaceful closure. Shifts in your emotional state can also come quickly. You might find yourself feeling calmer, more patient, or quietly more confident. Situations that once disturbed you may no longer have the same effect, or you may suddenly feel a sense of detachment from certain people or places. This does not mean anything is wrong. It means your own inner frequency is adjusting, and that which no longer matches it will naturally and quietly fall away. In some instances, changes will also appear in your physical world. You might receive an unexpected resource, a new opening for your work, or a clear shift in direction you did not consciously plan. These developments may seem sudden, but they were already forming in the background. Your practice simply cleared the space for them to come through. Remain open. Do not fixate on the how or why. Simply be present with what arises. You might also feel a sense of completion, a feeling that a certain phase of your life, perhaps even a way of thinking or being, has gently come to a close. This can bring a mix of emotions, a sense of relief, of calm, of quiet excitement. You may not be able to articulate it, but you will know that something fundamental has shifted. You will feel as if you are standing at the threshold of something new, even if the path is not yet fully visible. During these first 1 to 3 days, stay grounded and receptive. You may wish to write down your observations. Listen more than you speak. Notice the quiet signs, the repeating themes, and the way your body feels in various situations. These moments are all part of your integration. The new chapter is not about to begin. It has already begun. Stay present as it all unfolds. The energy of your intention is still at work. Let it complete its course. Let the shift take hold. Let the truer version of you find its steady footing. This was not simply a video. It was a shared moment of awareness, timed for this specific point in your journey. This time holds a rare potential for alignment. And you were guided here for a reason. You did not find this message by chance. You were called to receive it, to act from it, and to align with a higher clarity that is already within you, waiting. If the words you spoke, the stillness you found, and the inner shift you felt resonated with your spirit, take a moment now to anchor that intention. Comment below with this simple declaration: I walk this new path with clarity. Let this be a record for yourself, a testament that you were present for your own transformation. Like this video, if you felt the truth of this message land within you. That simple action helps reinforce your inner shift, serving as a physical gesture that acknowledges something inside you has responded. And if you wish to continue this journey with more practices like this one, timed with the natural rhythms and inner seasons that most people miss, subscribe to this channel. We are not just creating content. We are holding a space for alignment, shared at the moment it is most needed. Only a small number of people choose to be present at the right time. Today, you are one of them.